Good morning, everybody, and welcome to Lady Indians basketball, your National Trail Conference champion Lady Indians. Yeah, and it's still morning. An 11 o'clock start for the ladies this morning, as we are having Bragging Rights Saturday. The girls are going to play the Lady Pirates here in a moment, and this afternoon our boys will be in Toledo to play 3 against the Cumberland Pirates. So it is going to be bragging rights today. So, as I told you, the champs are here. They won Thursday night. They won the regular season championship a week ago against St. Anthony and then sealed the deal on Thursday night, winning the shootout championship game over Altamont for the third time, 63-52. Sophomore Sydney Richards led the way with 17, and seniors Kylie Phillips and Audrey Raymert both hit for 14. It is the team's first National Trail Conference championship since 2014-15. Yeah, that was a 25-4 team, by the way. The latest AP poll released Tuesday night, Neoga still ranked 12th. Altamont was tied with 5 others for 13th. So, get out those brooms. The Lady Indians swept the Lady Pirates in a pair of games last year. Their first win at the CHBC Thanksgiving tourney, 62-37. In that one, Audrey Raymert scored her 200th career point. And considering she just went over 550 last weekend, that tells you how far she's come in a year. The second matchup, a 51-29 regular season win, led by Olivia Titus's 18 points. In fact, in the Romac era, they've never lost to Cumberland. They are 10-0. Big night for Kylie Phillips on Thursday. She crossed several milestones during the game on Thursday night. A three-pointer early in the game. She crossed the 800-point mark for her career. With a third field goal, she reached 250 field goals for her career. And finally, she made a major move up the career free throws chart, entering the game with 235 career free throws made. She moved past Megan Crampy's 237 early in the fourth quarter. And then Phillips went on to make 7 free throws on the evening, and that 7th one moved her into a tie with Christine Roy, 242 career free throws. Crampy played from 2005 to 2009, and Christine Roy, 1987 to 1991. Hard to believe she's matched somebody from 30 years ago. Saving the best for last, Audrey Raymert had a great game Thursday night. Saved her best performance of the season for when it counted most. She scored a season-high 14, had 8 boards and 4 blocks in the contest. She just missed a career-high 16 from last year against Hudsonville Palestine as a junior. Her 10 of 13 performance at the free throw line was a career best and is the most free throws in a game since Olivia Titus hit 13 in the regular season finale last year against Dietrich. These ladies, they've been spreading the wealth around. Freshman Abby Hatton became the 5th player on the team to score 100 for the season, following Kylie Phillips, Sydney Richards, Audrey Raymert, and Avery Frierde. If Trista Moore scores 2 today, it'll be the 3rd time since 2009-2010 that the Lady Indians have had 6 players cross the century mark in points in the same season. That scoring happened last year as Olivia Titus, Kelsey Partlow, Audrey Raymert, Avery Frierde, Sydney Richards, and Kylie Phillips all scored more than 100. And the other time, the 2009-2010 season, when Erica Hantze, Molly Charter, Olivia Dieters, Amanda Baker, Emma Baker, and Ashley Dieters also crossed the 100-point marker that season. It's hard to say goodbye to basketball. It's been so good this year here on the ladies' side. But on Tuesday, our Lady Indians move from basketball to volleyball as they'll start on the road in Cowden against Cowden-Herrick Beecher City. At this time, I do want to give a shout-out to my 5 boys playing in their final regular season contest today at Cumberland. Give a big old shout-out to Adam Fearday, Nate Lacey, Isaac Walk, Alex Chippy Cornell, and Trayton Treehouse Vaughn. Or Treetop Vaughn, excuse me. I misspoke on that one. All right. But I do want to wish the guys the best today. They're over there. They're going to play them at 1 o'clock. Well, I actually haven't left yet. The bus leaves at 12. So they're going to play in their final regular season game and their final game as Neoga Indians. So I hope the best for Adam, Nate, Isaac, Trayton, and Alex today. All right, so we get ready for this one. Cumberland comes in with 8 players. And let me go ahead and give them to you so that way you won't have any problem identifying any of them. Stormy Robinson, number 3. Morgan Scott, number 4. Abby Becker, number 11. Caitlin Shoemaker, number 12. Sage Card, number 21. Zoe Mitchell, number 24. J.D. Sowers, number 25. And Ashton Coleman, number 34. So 8 players for them. For our Lady Indians, those champions from Thursday night, let me give you the list just because I want to brag on them all a little bit. Abby Hatton, Allie Warman, Natalie Odell, Allie Sampson, Kylie Phillips, Sydney Hackman, Sydney Richards, Avery Fearday, Trista Moore, Carly McKinney, Audrey Raymert, Gracie Eaton, and Haley Campbell. Now we do have an injury update. Carly McKinney not going to play. I see the arm in the sling as she's standing on the sidelines right now. So Carly will not be in action today. Not sure exactly what happened, but tell she's not going to play. And I'll take this last opportunity to introduce you to all the awesome Booster Club sponsors we've had all season long. Lorenz Supply Company, Roy's Builders and Craftsmen, Sarah Bush Lincoln's Neoga Clinic, First Neighbor Bank, Save More Pharmacy, Romac Construction, Dedicated Realty Real Estates, ProAg Consulting, Varner and Rawlings, Peters and Sons Trucking, Fuller Wentzy, Eaton Construction, and Asphalt Improvement. They've all been with us all year long, and we want to thank them for being here. We're getting close to game time, folks, and in a moment we'll pass the torch right on over to Lisa Mueller, our public address announcer today. As she'll introduce the starting lineups, and we'll get to play the national anthem and honor America. And we'll all do all that here in a moment. The Lady Pirates are starting to make their way to the sidelines, and so I know the Lady Indians will be doing that as well. It'll be an awesome contest. The Lady Indians come in 15-3. Chance to win 16-19. They're heading to the sidelines. And right now, I'm going to pass it over to our public address announcer, Lisa Mueller.
Junior number 3, Stormy Robinson. Senior number 4, Morgan Scott. Sophomore number 11, Abby Becker. Junior number 21, Sage Carr. And junior number 24, Zoe Mitchell. And now, let's meet your Neoga Indians, coached by Kim Ronak and assisted by Seth James. Senior number 23, Kylie Phillips. Sophomore number 25, Sydney Richards. Junior number 30, Avery Fairday. Junior number 31, Trista Moore. Senior number 35, Audrey Rader. Officials for this year's contest, Cumberland, Crouch, and Dennis Matthews. Let's have a great day, folks.
All righty. Thank you, Lisa Mueller, as we get ready for action here. 4 quarters of fun. Here we go. And for Cumberland, Morgan Scott will bring it in to Abby Becker. Becker will bring it across. Becker with the basketball, gets it over to Stormy Robinson. Stormy with the drive. Gets it over and picked up by Sydney Richards. Richards down the floor. Gets it over to Audrey. Over to Trista. And around back to Kylie Phillips. Over to Trista Moore. And that one off the top of the rim. Avery gets the rebound, though. Avery Fearday with 1 rebound already. And Kylie Phillips will drive it home. Get her the first 2 of the game. Morgan Scott with the basketball, gets it inside. Abby Becker brings it back out. Gets it over to Stormy Robinson. Robinson driving right. Goes back to Becker. Inside to Morgan Scott. Morgan Scott will take that shot. And Avery Fearday will come down with rebound number 2 already. Gets it over to Sydney. Oh, no, she doesn't. Gets it taken away by Abby Becker. And now Morgan Scott will bring it down. 6:45 in the first quarter. Stormy Robinson on the right wing. Gets it out top. Abby Becker driving left. Morgan Scott with the basketball. Over to Zoe Mitchell. Mitchell back to Robinson. Robinson going to go left. Trying to get it up, and it got partially blocked. And Richards comes down with it, gives it to Kylie Phillips, and Phillips will get fouled. First one on Morgan Scott. And with that free throw, Kylie Phillips moves into 5th all by her lonesome as she passes up on Christine Roy. 3-0 Indians. And that one off the left side of the rim. Rebounded by Sage Carr. Gets it across to Zoe Mitchell. Mitchell back inside, and Avery will take that one. Gets it over to Richards. Richards driving. Got the double coverage there. Over to Avery, around to Trista. Trista pushes it back to the corner. Kylie Phillips going to take the shot. It's in there. They're going to call that one a 2. It was very close to the line. So Kylie has all 5. 5 for Kylie Phillips. Cumberland yet to score. Stormy Robinson with the basketball. 5:39 in the first. Morgan Scott with a shot off the left side. Trista Moore with a rebound. Moore going to take it nice and slow down the floor. Gets it to Avery. Back out top, Audrey. Audrey thought about shooting it, gave it over. Back over in the corner. Kylie threw it into double coverage, and Morgan Scott will come up with it. Abby Becker with the basketball on the right wing. And Trista says, I'll try to take that out of here. And it'll end up being a jump ball heading toward Neoga. Sydney Richards will bring it inbounds to the Lady Indians. And Phillips will bring it across the floor. Phillips over and around, and back to Fearday, back to Phillips, and over to Trista Moore. Avery going to take that shot off the back of the rim. Rebounded by Sage Carr, her second. Stormy Robinson with the basketball. Robinson throws it inside and throws it away off Zoe Mitchell. And we have a timeout on the floor with 4:42 left in the first quarter. The Indians lead 5-0. All right, this timeout brought to you by Lorenz Supply Company. Lorenz Supply Company is proud to support the Neoga Indians. They are currently celebrating their 75th year in business. Lorenz Supply Company is a full-line distributor of paper products, food service items, and janitorial supplies. They're open to the public and provide convenient weekly delivery within 100 miles of their warehouse in Mattoon. Stop by the showroom or check them out online at lorenzsupply.com to see the over 3,000 items they currently stock. Good luck, Lady Indians. And the Lady Indians are coming back out on the floor. Same five we started with. Kylie Phillips, Sydney Richards, Avery Fearday, Trista Moore, and Audrey Raymert. And Sydney will pass it in to Kylie Phillips. Kylie around to the right side. Avery thought about driving and got it back across to Trista. Over to Avery. Cross court to Kylie. Over to Audrey. Audrey thought about driving it, got it over to Kylie. Kylie thinking about driving, going to the right side, gets it over to Trista Moore. Moore back around. Kylie going to take that shot. It's off the front of the rim. Zoe Mitchell with the basketball. Gets it to number 12, Caitlin Shoemaker, and that one gets brought down by Trista Moore, her second rebound. Phillips with the drive, rolls off the rim, and Sage Carr going to come down with it for Cumberland. Ball goes to Zoe Mitchell. 3:50 left in the first quarter. Mitchell around to Becker. Abby Becker gets it to the right side. Inside, and all of a sudden Richards will take it and bring it back. Audrey Raymert with the basketball. Audrey with a move, and she gets fouled. That one on Carr. And Audrey will go to the line. So the two seniors in the game will have a chance to put points on the board. And Audrey hits the first one. Audrey misses the second one and then is down the floor. Here we go. Cumberland has the basketball. That one over to Morgan Scott. Out and around, over to Shoemaker, back to Scott. Over to Becker and into the corner to Sage Carr. Carr back to Morgan Scott. Scott tries to get it inside. Does to Becker. Becker had to find her way out of there. Shoemaker around, Morgan Scott. Zoe Mitchell has the ball. She's going to drive, and it won't fall. But Abby Becker going to come down with the rebound for Cumberland. Over to Mitchell. Morgan Scott thought it was blocked by Hatton, but it's going to be a foul anyway. So Cumberland going to get a chance to score their first points at the free throw line, and Morgan Scott will be the shooter. And that one goes in. A little bounce out the back of the rim, but it finally falls, and it's 6-1. And Morgan hits the second one without any problem whatsoever at 6-2. Lady Pirates are on the board. Abby Hatton across, and Raymer just was able to reach to that one. Phillips going to take that one, and it's off the back of the rim. And they're going to say it's Cumberland basketball. 2:20 left here in the first. Sydney Hackman and Allie Warman coming in for Phillips and for Raymert. Sage Carr will bring it in, and Morgan Scott will bring it down. She gets the ball across to Caitlin Shoemaker. Scott back outside to Mitchell. Mitchell over to Abby Becker. Becker inside. Mitchell going to try to drive, and she does. Zoe Mitchell gets the first basket for Cumberland, and it's 6-4. Abby Hatton will bring it down. She'll get it over to Hackman. Hackman over to Allie Warman, around to Hatton. Hatton looks down low, tries to get it to Haley Campbell, but gets it out of there. And Hatton across to Warman. Warman inside and back outside. Around to Hatton. Hatton across, too tall for Allie Warman, and it goes out of bounds. 6-4, Neoga. And Morgan Scott will bring it down for the Lady Pirates. Sydney Hackman on her. Zoe Mitchell gets the ball inside. And that's going to be a foul on Campbell. And Abby Becker is going to go to the line. She'll have a chance to tie this one with 1:20 left. Now 6-5. Becker will have another one to try to tie the game. And it's all tied at 6. So after 6 from Neoga, we get 6 from Cumberland, and we have a ball game that's even again. 1:15 left in the first. Warman looks back right. Over left to Richards. Richards back to Hackman. Hackman around to Hatton. Hatton inside. Allie Warman with a shot, and she's in there. Allie Warman on the board. The Indians break the little 6-0 mini run. Inside. Sage Carr gets it back out to Becker. Becker with a shot. It rolls out the rim, and Haley Campbell monsters that one down. 8-6. Hackman with a basketball. Gives it over. Sydney Richards. Richards with the shot. That pretty little shot gives us a 4-point lead. It's 10-6. 35 seconds left in the first. Over to Shoemaker. And around to Becker and back to Shoemaker. Inside, try to go inside to Mitchell, and that ball will roll out of bounds off Allie Warman. 24.8 left here in the first. And Morgan Scott going to bring it in for Cumberland. Over the top. Sage Carr gets it put back from Sydney Richards. And a great effort by Caitlin Shoemaker to get the ball out of bounds. Lady Indians will keep possession, though. It's 10-6 with 19 seconds. Abby Hatton to Sydney Hackman. Over and across to Allie Warman. Warman back to Hackman. Over to Abby Hatton. 6 seconds. Hatton with 4, 3, 2, 1. And that one's not going to go. It's 10-6 after 1. Lady Indians lead 10-6 after 1 quarter. So 2 for Morgan Scott, 2 for Abby Becker, and 2 for Zoe Mitchell, and that is 6 for Cumberland. For the Lady Indians, Allie Warman is 2, Kylie Phillips with 5, Sydney Richards with 2, and Audrey Raymert with 1. That is our 10. So at the end of 1 quarter, we're going to take a timeout real quick and tell you about a couple of our Booster Club sponsors. Roy's Builders and Craftsmen would like to thank the community for their support. They specialize in new construction and room additions and have over 25 years experience serving Neoga and the surrounding area. Good luck, Lady Indians. And Sarah Bush Lincoln's Neoga Clinic. The Neoga Clinic staff is always available for when you're not feeling well or have a minor emergency. They are proud to support their Neoga teams. That's the first horn, and we're going to be back to action here very quickly. And it looks like Cumberland will bring it in here to start the second quarter. 10-6, Lady Indians. Friendly little rivalry we have. This is just, we've joked about it all week being the bragging rights game, but it's become a friendly little rivalry with Coach Seth James, our assistant, and Sadie James is the head coach now in Cumberland. And Audrey Raymond will put that one in. She has 3. And with Sadie being the coach of the Cumberland Lady Pirates, it's become a friendly little game. 12-6, Trista Moore on the drive. And I think she got fouled. That one on Becker. And Trista Moore going to go to the line. She has a chance to shoot 2 here. 12-6, Lady Indians, 7:30 left in the half. And that one off the right side of the rim. Moore will take the second. And that one off the back of the rim and just rolls right off. Sage Carr with the rebound. Gets it over to Shoemaker. Shoemaker gets it to Stormy Robinson. Robinson takes it to short. Robinson going to fight and try to get it back, and she does. And then she tosses it right to the hands of Abby Hatton, and Abby will toss it out of bounds. She was trying to get it to Avery Fearday, but it wasn't going to happen. The ball was moving faster than Avery was. All right, so Abby Becker going to bring it in for the Lady Pirates. And to Stormy Robinson. Kaylin Shoemaker around to Sage Carr. Carr back over to Robinson. Robinson out to Shoemaker. Shoemaker around. And that one a little tall for Robinson, and it's going to go out of bounds. Lady Indians will get it back with 6:57 left. Kylie Phillips brings it across. Trista Moore brings it around Avery. Fearday back to Moore. Hatton inside. That one, Raymond, a little too strong, and Robinson will come down the rebound. Zoe Mitchell will bring it across court. And try to get it inside. Hatton will get her hands on it and take it away. Raymond with the basketball. Pushes it. Kylie with a move. Drives in. Drives over. Practically runs over Audrey. But and hello, that's a jump ball. Bagger and Raymond tussle for it, and Raymond ended up on the ground. Oh, the ball belongs to Cumberland. I think the players and I were all just sitting here waiting to see what was going to happen next. All right, Abby Becker will bring it in for Cumberland. And Stormy Robinson will bring it down. 6:15 left in the half. Sage Carr with a drive. Kicks it across. Out and back around. And number 25, J.D. Sowers, has the ball, gets it inside. A little too tall. But I think I went off Raymond first. Oh, they're going to say it was off Cumberland last. Sydney Richards inbounds to Kylie Phillips. 12-6 Lady Indians. Moore over to Fearday. Fearday inside. Raymond with a shot, and that baby's going to roll around and go in. Audrey with 5. 14-6 Lady Indians. Down low. Moore knocks it out of bounds. That ball in bounds, and Sydney Richards ends up with it. Because Moore made another play on it. Over to Richards, over to Moore. Moore with a drive, and that one's off the right side. And then Raymer with a rebound gets it in. 7 points for Audrey. Stormy Robinson around to Sowers. Sowers trying to get it across the floor, and Phillips goes into the stands. I think Kylie was just trying to take a seat over there. 16-6 Lady Indians. They'll bring it in. The Cumberland will bring it in. Stormy Robinson with the basketball. 5:06 left here in the half. Inside to Becker. Becker with Moore on her and forced her into another turnover. Trista Moore might be the best defender we have on the team. And there's Sydney Richards with another 2. She has 4. I think I'm going to start calling Trista Moore Tenacious D because that's what she plays all the time. That one's Sowers, and Kylie Phillips going to take it away. And she got fouled and no shot. So Phillips will go back to the line to add to 5 points. That foul on number 25, Jody Sowers, and we're going to get a timeout right here. 18-6, Lady Indians. And when we come back, Kylie Phillips will go to the line. And this timeout brought to you by the First Neighbor Bank. First Neighbor Bank and its staff are proud to support Neoga Indians basketball. For all your banking needs, go see them today at 223 East 6th Street in Neoga. First Neighbor Bank, member FDIC. And visit Save More Pharmacy. Save More Pharmacy in Neoga for all your healthcare needs. Along with prescriptions, they offer immunizations, diabetic supplies, UPS shipping, Hallmark cards, and a great selection of gifts and Neoga apparel. Save More offers free prescription delivery and accepts most insurance plans. They're open 9 to 6 Monday through Friday and 9 to noon on Saturday. Stop by and experience the great hometown-friendly service at Save More Pharmacy in Neoga. Tell you what, I stopped at Save More on the way in, grabbed a couple cough drops for the throat, and said, we're going to be ready to go the rest of the way here. Final regular season game of basketball that I get to be a part of, and kind of missing it already. It's nice to watch the Lady Indians play so well. They are 15-3. With a win would be 16-3, and that's the best record since the 25-4 team of 2014-15. Kylie Phillips going to go to the line. She has 5, and let's see if she can add to it. That one off the left side of the rim. 4:34 left in the half. And that one right in there. Kylie has 6. 2 free throws. She now has 244. She needs 6 for 250 for her career. Not sure she'll get that many. We'll see. Ball goes over to Avery. Back to Kylie. Kylie with a drive. And I'm telling you, Abby Becker made up all kinds of ground, but had to foul her just so she didn't get the shot off. I mean, great hustle on that one. 19-6. It was 4:21 left, and Kylie back at the line. And that one rolls around and off. And that one off the back of the rim. 19-6, and Zoe Mitchell was the one who came down with it for Cumberland. Mitchell bringing it across the timeline. Gets it to Stormy Robinson. Robinson around to the left side. Gets the ball in the corner, and it goes on off Morgan Scott, out of bounds. 4:09 left, and the Indians will have it back. Richards into Phillips. Phillips going to bring it across quickly. 4:05 left. Phillips around to Richards. Back around all the way to Avery. Avery back inside Audrey. Audrey over to Trista. Trista going to hit that shot. Yes, she is, and there's 100 points. Trista finally has 100, and we have 6 players with 100 this season. 3:44 left in the half, and they're going to call a foul on Audrey rather than a nice steal. Yep, that one on Audrey, her first foul of the game. And it says it was on the floor. Cumberland will take it out of bounds. 21-6. 3:42 left in the half. Cumberland trying to get it inside and got it to Mitchell. Mitchell going to drive. Mitchell with a shot to the right side, and that one goes out of bounds. Neoga will bring it down. Sydney Richards will pass it in to Kylie Phillips. Over to Avery Fearday. Fearday around to Trista Moore. And into the corner to Kylie. Kylie going to drive. Kylie with an eye. Oh, man, in and out. And Kylie goes to the ground, and that's going to be a jump ball. And she and Morgan Scott will go to the ground. Neoga will keep possession. 3:20 left in the half. 21-6 Lady Indians. That one over to Avery. Avery with a drive, a beautiful move, and it doesn't go. 3:13 left in the half. Sage Carr gets it back out and around. That's when Robinson. Robinson going to take the shot. It's off the back of the rim. And I'm not sure who's coming up with this. Up. Here comes Kylie out of there. Avery over to Trista. That one not enough. Rebound by Zoe Mitchell. Mitchell going to drive. Gets it over and inside. Sage Carr. Nice pass. They get it back outside. Morgan Scott going to take that three, and it's off to the right. Stormy Robinson will take a shot, and that one's going in. Stormy gets her first 2 points. It's 21-8. Kylie Phillips across the timeline. Richards going to take it. And there it is, nothing but the bottom of the net. 6 points for Sid the Kid. Zoe Mitchell will bring it down for Cumberland. Around to Morgan Scott. Morgan will drive. And Trista says, I'll take that. Thank you very much. Trista going to drive, take the shot. It's short. Kylie gets the rebound and puts it right back. Kylie Phillips with 8. 25-8 here. 1:58 in the first half. Mitchell brings it across. Avery Fearday on her now. Mitchell will get it out and around to Morgan Scott. Morgan Scott trying to figure out where she wants to go. She gets Stormy Robinson to her left. Stormy passes it, gets it inside to Ashton Coleman. Coleman now looking to figure out where she's going to throw it, and Trista says, I'll take that, and no, they're going to say that she did touch it last. Ball rolls out of bounds. 1:30 more left in the half. Mass substitutions. So we have Hatton, Sydney Hackman, Sydney Richards, Allie Warman, and Haley Campbell in the game for Neoga. The shot from Zoe Mitchell. Rebounded by Coleman. And Coleman in the effort gets it over to Scott, and Scott saves it from going out of bounds. But the ball goes back to Neoga. And Richards short. Morgan Scott with the basketball. 25-8. 1:13 left. Morgan will drive, and that one will go off the back of the rim. Haley Campbell with a rebound. Over to Abby Hatton. Hatton will bring it across. 1 minute, 2 seconds left. Warman around to Hackman. Back to Hatton. Hatton to Hackman. Inside, Haley Campbell. There it is. And now Haley on the board. Haley now with 56 points on the season. Got a late season start. Got some games in later in the season, and now she's been working hard too. 56, and there's another rebound for Campbell. That's where Campbell cleans house. Inside. And they're going to say somebody walked. I think they're going to call it on Hatton, but doesn't matter. It's going back the other way. Cumberland will have the ball, and Morgan Scott will bring it in. Zoe Mitchell will bring it down. 24 seconds left. Over to Morgan Scott. Scott inside. Stormy Robinson. Richards takes it away. Hackman. Get it over to Hatton. Hatton with a drive. Too much. And Warman will fight for the basketball. It'll be a jump ball, and it will go to Cumberland. 11.6 seconds left. Lady Pirates will bring it in. Over to Mitchell. Mitchell with 10 seconds. Over to Sage Carr. Carr thought she was going to take the shot. Nope. He got it to Mitchell. Mitchell take the shot, and it will not fall. Campbell comes down with the rebound, and that will end the first half. Lady Indians had 17 points in the second quarter to 2 for Cumberland. So a 27-8 halftime lead for Cumberland. Stormy Robinson with 2, Morgan Scott with 2, Abby Becker with 2, and Zoe Mitchell with 2. So 4 players with 2 points. For Neoga, Allie Warman has 2, Kylie Phillips has 8, Sydney Richards has 6, Trista Moore has 2, Audrey has 7, and Haley Campbell has 2. So 9 and 8 is 17, and 8 is 25, and 2 is 27, and that is perfect. A 27-8 halftime lead for your Neoga Lady Indians on Bragging Rights Saturday. The boys will be at Toledo a little later today, 1 o'clock. Fresh soft game first, JV second, and the varsity will play last. And I'll take this opportunity right now to give a shout-out to all those 5 guys playing this afternoon in their final regular season game. Isaac Walk, Nate Lacey, Adam Fearday, Trayton Vaughn, and Alice Cornell. You also got to give it out to their families. They've put 12 years of work into letting them play basketball and have a little fun while they're here at school. And so you give it up to the families as well. All right, we're going to take a halftime break, and we'll be back in a few minutes with the second half. All right, we're back. It's still halftime. About 4:40 until we hit the second half. Tell you a little bit about last night. We got the clean sweep. Fresh off won. The JV won and our varsity won again. They're now 6-11 going into the Cumberland game today. And last night's action, a 56-49 win for the varsity. Pacey McClure led with 28. He went 10 of 12 from the free throw line. Hit 4 3-pointers to move to 127. 5 behind Kevin Roy's 132. And that, I believe, is for fourth place on the list. And then 3 field goals added to that. And that's 28 for him. Caden Young had 13. He needs 1 point today to move over 100. He'd be the third player. Adam Fearday moved over 100 last night as he went 6 for 6 from the free throw line. One thing I can say about Adam is I've seen him in the gym a lot for the last 2 seasons working on those free throws, and they have paid off this year. As he hit 6 of them, and he did miss a single one last night. Nick Titus had 3 points. Caden Young had 13, by the way. I said that just a moment ago. Caden now is 99 for the season. And then Alex Cornell had 4 points, and Luke Romack had 2. For Windsor Sioux Straws, Sam Vanderhyde led the way with 16. Gavin Wernsing at 12, and Austin Whitberg with 10, and Jordan Whitberg at 9. So, and then Derek Slifer got on the board late with 2 for Windsor Sioux Straws. Lady Pirates are coming back out. Last regular season game for the ladies. Hard to believe how quickly it's gone, but with the schedule being only 6 weeks, it is going quickly, and I think volleyball will do the same thing. There will be 6 weeks of volleyball starting on Tuesday afternoon as the Lady Indians will go to Cowden to face Cowden Herrick Beecher City. Our first home game, and we're going to do the audio for that as well. We'll be at home on the 22nd, and that will be against Windsor Sioux Straws. We'll have 3 games that week that we start out with broadcast. We'll have that one, Hudsonville Palestine on that Tuesday night, and then Altamont on that Thursday. So next week, they have, I believe, only 2 sets of games. I said 3 all along, but I think they only play twice next week, Tuesday and Thursday. And then we have the 3 home games, and then they have a weekend game on the road. I don't have that schedule in front of me, so therefore I don't know who they play that Saturday. Well, at halftime here, it is 27-8. Kylie Phillips has 8. Audrey Raymond has 7. Last game for these two as they are seniors. So a big give it up and give up some applause and love to those two and their families as well. You know, like I said with the boys, you know, the truth is families invest in these kids to be able to play all these years. And it's not just, hey, they got to show up and play basketball. You know, a lot of these girls and boys get involved in travel leagues and that kind of stuff. And I tell you, it's not just, you know, it's just not an investment of finances. It's an investment of time and energy to put into it. And so I give it up to the parents here as well, just for the simple fact, it takes a lot of effort to get your boys and girls to this level. And I'll tell you what, you're seeing some of the best. Kylie Phillips and Audrey Raymert in their last regular season game today. You have Sydney Richards, Trista Moore, and Avery Fearday out there with them. And just think, next year we have 2 seniors. It'll be Trista and Avery as seniors next year, and everybody else be around at least 2 more seasons. 27-8. Cumberland with the basketball. Sage Carr brings it around. Gets it over to Abby Becker. And Stormy Robinson tried to pass it, but Sydney Richards too tall for that. And that one going to go off of Abby Becker. 27-8, 7:27 left here in the third quarter. Ball out to Kylie Phillips. Out to Tristan Moore and around to Avery. Avery going to take that shot. I think flattened out at the end, and then Richards with a rebound, and she'll get fouled. Oh, it's not going to be Richards. It's going to be Audrey Raymer. I saw 5, and I thought it was 2-5, but it's a 3-5. And Audrey gets that one to go off the left side of the rim and off. 27-8, Audrey gets one more. That foul also on Morgan Scott, by the way. And Audrey hits the second one. Audrey now has 8. 2 seniors with 8 points. Ball down low, and Audrey will take that one away. Gets it over to Avery. Avery thought about pass first and then took the shot and was a little late with it. Ball goes out of bounds. 7:05 left, a 28-8 lead. Cumberland will bring it in bounds, and Caitlin Shoemaker will bring it in to Abby Becker. Becker gets it back to Shoemaker. Shoemaker back to Becker. Into the corner. Gets it to J.D. Sowers. Ball around to Robinson. Robinson with a miss. Trista Moore with the rebound. Trista over. Avery tried a quick pass it to Kylie, and it didn't get there. Abby Becker just stepped right in front of it. Becker to Robinson, around to Shoemaker. Inside. Zoe Mitchell thought about taking the shot and got it out of there. Robinson with the drive. That one's short. Moore with a rebound. Moore has to be closing in on a half dozen with as much as she's been on the ball this afternoon. Moore took a 3, and it did not get there. Rebound by J.D. Sowers. Ball, Robinson will save it for Cumberland. Went off the hands of Sydney Richards, and all of a sudden, ball was careening toward the out-of-bounds mark. And that went off Avery, so Robinson will be able to chase it in the backcourt and not be called for it. Robinson to Shoemaker. Inside Robinson, and that's going to be a foul on Audrey Raymer. Her second. And Robinson going to go to the line for 2. And that one off the right side of the rim. And Robinson nails the second one. Robinson will go out of the game, and Morgan Scott will come in. Robinson leads the team with 3. 28-9, 5:47 left in the third quarter. Kylie will bring it across. Over to Tristan, over around to Avery. Avery over to... Well, that ball's traveling quick. Tristan Moore with the basketball. She'll shoot, and it'll end up going off the front of the rim. Brought down by Abby Becker. Zoe Mitchell with the basketball for Cumberland. And that ball started on a major roll and will go the other way. Went off somebody's foot, and it just careened straight out of bounds. 5:25 left. Kylie will bring it across. Gets it over to Avery Fearday. Back around to Phillips. Phillips moving right. Gets it over to Richards. Out to Fearday. Over to Trista. Around. Whoa, and Kylie saves it out of bounds from going out of bounds. Richards with the shot a little too strong. And Audrey cleans house. 10 points for Audrey Raymer. Audrey been in double digits 3 of her last 4. 30-9. Into the corner. Down low, Mitchell. Mitchell going to take the shot, and it's in there. Mitchell now with 4. 30-11, Neoga. Moore around to Phillips. Phillips with the drive to the right. Gets it over to Richards. Back over. Inside. Audrey got it knocked back to Richards. Phillips going to take the shot at short. And Mitchell will come down with it for Cumberland. 4:15 left in the third. Not going to be a jump ball, and it's going to stay with Cumberland. And we're going to get a timeout right here with 4:05 left in the third. Neoga leads 30-11. And this timeout brought to you by Romac Construction. Romac Construction serving the Neoga area for over 25 years, or 26 years, actually. They specialize in new homes, additions, decks, doors, and windows. Call Matt, 217-259-1193. And Dedicated Realty. Real estate agents strive to give buyers and sellers the personal attention and extra effort that make a big difference in today's market. Call 217-895-5200 or call Joni McClure directly at 217-273-0804. They'll work diligently to accommodate your schedule and work hours. All right, ladies are all coming back out here. Get ready. Cumberland will have the basketball. Morgan Scott will bring it in. She gets it over to Caitlin Shoemaker. Shoemaker around to Becker. Ball gets back over. Zoe Mitchell going in again. And she's in there. Mitchell now has 6. 30-13. Phillips over to Fearday. Over and around. Phillips going to drive. Phillips with a shot. That one off the left side. Mitchell with a rebound for Cumberland. 3 in a row for her. Mitchell trying to bring people up, trying to direct traffic. She gets it out of there. Morgan Scott with a shot. It's in there. 30-15. Cumberland making a little mini run. They have 6 in a row. Tristan Moore back over to Fearday. Over to Kylie Phillips. 3:13 left in the third. Richards around to Tristan Moore. Over to Kylie. Back over to Tristan. Around to Sid Richards. Inside. Raymert moves inside. Gets a shot off, but doesn't go in, and she's fouled. And I think that one's on J.D. Sowers. And that is correct. 25. Her second foul, and Audrey will go back to the line to add to her 10 points. Make it 11 for Audrey. 3:01 left in the third. Haley Campbell and Abby Hatton coming in. For Avery Fearday and Tristan Moore. And Raymond hits them both. She has a dozen. Audrey with 12. 2:58 left in the third. Kylie was going to try to take that one away. And ball coming inside and around to Mitchell. Mitchell over, got it away. And Haley going to get called for the foul. Caitlin Shoemaker will go to the line. And she'll get a chance to get on the board. 32-15 Neoga. 2:44 left in the third. Shoemaker at the line. And that one off the back of the rim. Second shot upcoming. And that one not going to get any love, and it's not going in. Abby Hatton comes down the rebound. If you look at the doors, the exit doors, the boys are watching because they know they can't come in here because they're getting ready to get on the bus to go to Cumberland. So they're trying to take a little bit of a look. Say, how are you doing, girls? They're winning 32-15. Neoga will have the basketball. And it's just funny to watch all these guys just line up around the exit doors just so they can see what's going on. Richards trying to throw it in, and Mitchell knocks it back out. Great defensive play by Mitchell just to keep that from going anywhere. Richards over to Hatton. Hatton around to Kylie Phillips. Phillips with the drive, got it partially blocked, and Stormy Robinson comes down with it for Cumberland. Hatton on her. Robinson gets by her because of that little pick. Oh! And Carr gets it picked off by Sydney Richards. Richards over to Phillips. Phillips to Hatton. Hatton going to take that shot and bounces off. And Zoe Mitchell comes down with another rebound. Mitchell going left now. Gets it over to Morgan Scott. Morgan going to drive right. Gets it over to Sage Carr. Inside Mitchell. Mitchell can't get it to go. Campbell. And Campbell loses the ball out of bounds. 1:40 left. Sydney Hackman and Allie Warman coming in for Kylie Phillips and Audrey Reimert. 32-15. 1:40 left. And Abby Becker going to bring it in for Cumberland. Robinson screaming for it. She gets it. Ends up short. Rebound Carr. Carr goes up, can't get it to fall. And Haley Campbell will come down the rebound. Abby Hatton. Over to Hackman. Hatton thought about taking that one. Hatton drives right. Gets it back to Hackman. Hackman going inside, and it bounces off pretty much everybody like a pinball machine. And now Morgan Scott will bring it back. Cumberland with the basketball. 1:11 left in the third quarter. Robinson with Campbell on her. Kind of weird to watch her center be on their point guard. Hackman goes down and gets the shot off, and it just does not go down. And it's going to be a jump ball going the way of Neoga. Substitution in. Zoe Mitchell back in the game for Cumberland. Sage Carr will go have a seat. 55 seconds left in the third quarter. Sydney Richards going to bring it in. Try to go high, and Zoe Mitchell got her hand on it again. Stormy Robinson with the basketball. Hits the brakes. And it bounced off Hatton and went right to Morgan Scott. And Hackman will come up with it after Richards bumps it into her. They're going to call that a jump ball, and it will go the way of Cumberland. 32-15 with 39.9 left here in the third quarter. And Morgan Scott going to bring it in. Zoe Mitchell with a drive. Takes a shot, a little long. And that one rebounded. It ends up in the hands of Abby Hatton, though. It's rebounded by Shoemaker, and then Shoemaker missed, and Hatton came down with it. Hatton inside. Campbell with a shot. That's short. And the ball comes down in the hands of Caitlin Shoemaker. Look out. Breaks. And they're going to call a foul. Shoemaker hit the brakes, and Hatton couldn't. And that's going to be 2 on Abby Hatton. Neoga's only committed 3 fouls in this third quarter, and Cumberland 2. We're down to 10 seconds. And Sydney Richards up. She tripped, or she'd ended up going in for an easy layup. Ball comes across the court. 1 second, and that one didn't get up in time. So we're at the end of 3. And it is 32-15. Cumberland actually outscored Neoga 7-5 this quarter. Audrey Reimert had all 5 for Neoga in the quarter. So let me give you the updated numbers here. Stormy Robinson with 3. Morgan Scott with 4. Abby Becker with 2. Shoemaker 0 of 2 from the line. Zoe Mitchell down to 6. And that is 15. So for Neoga, Allie Warman has 2. Kylie Phillips has 8. Sydney Richards has 6. Trista Moore has 2. Haley Campbell has 2. And Audrey Reimert leading the way with a dozen. So Audrey is 12. And the girls are already back out there. They'll start the fourth quarter with Abby Hatton, Audrey Reimert, Kylie Phillips, Trista Moore, and Avery Fearday. 8 minutes left. And Neoga will have the ball first. And Trista will bring it in to Kylie Phillips. Avery Fearday around to Phillips. Phillips over to Moore, and Moore back to her. Back to Hatton. Hatton inside. Gets it back out. Kylie will take that one and hit it. Kylie now has 10. 32 and 30. I think it's 34-15, to be honest with you. Kylie laying on the ground. And a timeout by Cumberland. A full timeout. So at this point, let's bring a few of our sponsors here. Pro Ag Consulting, working for farmers to reach maximum profits for their operations for over 35 years. They are a proud sponsor of Neoga Indian Athletics. Barnard Rawlings is a locally owned and operated HVAC company servicing the heating, cooling, and air quality needs of Neoga and the surrounding communities for over 25 years. That is Barnard Rawlings. Peters & Sons Trucking. They specialize in trucking services for agricultural commodities, road building materials, and decorative rock. Call them at 217-254-3479. All righty. Cumberland going to start this with 7:30. 34-15 Neoga. And Stormy Robinson gets it across the timeline. Nice pass to Zoe Mitchell. Mitchell. They're going to call the body on Trista Moore before Mitchell takes the shot. Morgan Scott will bring it in for the Lady Pirates. Sage Carr back in the game for Caitlin Shoemaker. Ball inbounds. Carr back around over to Abby Becker. Becker to Robinson. Robinson across to Morgan Scott. Morgan with the drive. And she steps out of bounds. 34-15, 7:10 left. Kylie Phillips with the basketball. Phillips around Avery inside. Audrey going to go for 14. Ball off the rim and just won't go down. 34-15. And Audrey got a hand on that one. And Trista gets it and goes in and takes the bucket. She is 4. Trista Moore with 4 points. Abby Hatton going to try and take that one. Abby couldn't reach it. Trista went forward and ended up in the stands. Timeout Cumberland with 6:42 left. And that'll bring us to our next sponsor, Eaton Construction. Eaton Construction is a proud sponsor of Neoga Indian Athletics. Eaton Construction is a third-generation commercial and residential contractor in Central Illinois. Brad has 28 years of construction experience under his belt, from designing and building custom homes, room additions to decks, windows, doors, and siding. Eaton Construction specializes in kitchen and bathroom remodels with custom tile and flooring. For a free estimate, call them at 217-235-2338. And Cumberland going to bring it in. Stormy Robinson with the basketball. Brings it all the way to the left line. And Audrey going to pick that one off. Gets it to Kylie Phillips. Phillips across. Sid Richards. Richards is in there. Sydney has 8. 8 for Richards. 38-15. 6:20 left. Oh! Kylie immediately says she's sorry. That into Becker. So Kylie's first foul of the game. Kylie, even when she gets somebody, she's so nice about it. You just don't want to even yell at her. Stormy Robinson with the basketball inside. Zoe Mitchell with a shot, and that one rolled in and out. And now it's a little volleyball game going on here. And it ends up in the hands of Zoe Mitchell. And then Avery Fearday says, I'll just take that with me. Thank you very much. She gets it over to Phillips. So I guess they're practicing for the volleyball game on Tuesday night already. Phillips with the shot. It's off the left side of the rim. Abby Becker comes down with it for Cumberland. 5:42. Morgan Scott gets it inside. Sage Carr inside. Zoe Mitchell. Mitchell with a shot. Mitchell has 8 for the Cumberland Pirates. 38-17. 5:30 left. Kylie Phillips over to Trista Moore. Over to Avery. Avery back to Trista. Around to Kylie Phillips. Back to Trista Moore. Trista thought she was going to pass it, and then Avery moved left. Audrey ends up with it. Gets it back to Avery. Avery in the middle. Gets it over to Kylie. Kylie going to drive. And that one got partially blocked. And it got taken away by Abby Becker. And then as she was trying to get rid of it, bounced off Avery Fearday out of bounds. No, actually, they're going to say it bounced off somebody from Cumberland. That one out to Moore. Moore going to take that three, and that one's short. And Richards got the rebound. And then try to get it to Audrey Raymert. And we're going to call another timeout. So with 4:55 left, 21-point lead for Neoga, 38-17. And this break brought to you by Fuller Wentz. Fuller Wentz is a family-owned and operated full-service septic and sewer service company specializing in new installations and repairs. They have been serving Neoga and the surrounding area since 1992. Call 217-234-8336 to schedule your free estimate. And our final booster club sponsorship, Asphalt Improvement. They're the area's asphalt and maintenance companies providing seal coat, crack fill, pothole repair, parking lot striping, parking bumpers, and signs to suit your needs. Asphalt Improvement does both residential driveways to large commercial parking lots. Get the longest life from your asphalt driveway through proper maintenance. Call Asphalt Improvement at 217-235-2338. Estimates are always free. Asphalt Improvements is a proud sponsor of Neoga Indian Athletics. Go Lady Indians. All right. 4:55. All the Booster Club sponsors got a little mention today. So 4:55 left. Cumberland going to bring it in. Abby Becker will get it in to Stormy Robinson. Stormy will bring it across. And trying to figure out where she's going to go next. Sage Carr came out over to get it. Got it back to Robinson. Inside Mitchell. Mitchell bobbled it and got her own rebound. Out to Becker. Becker now with a double team. 4:30 left. Becker looking her way, and Trista will come up with it. Trista Moore with another steal. Kylie Phillips with the basketball. Around to Avery Fearday. Around to Kylie and over to Audrey. Raymert thought about going up and then changed her mind with it and got it right back out with 4:05. Phillips around to Moore. Back to Phillips. Kylie drives it. Passes over to Richards. Richards inside Audrey. Audrey with a shot a little bit wide right. And they're going to say that is off Raymert. 3:54 left. 38-17. Stormy Robinson going to bring it across. Ball into the corner. Sage Carr gets it back over to Robinson. Robinson in the double team and now triple team. And there's going to be a grab for it, and it's a jump ball. Staying with Cumberland. 3:37 left. Morgan's got to bring it in for Cumberland. That one to Zoe Mitchell. Mitchell over to Robinson, and that's going to be a kickoff here today. Cumberland will have the ball with 3:32. We have a substitution in the game. Caitlin Shoemaker coming in for Stormy Robinson. And I guess Neoga's going to go with some more subs of their own. Sydney Hackman, Haley Campbell, and Abby Hatton all coming in. For Sydney Richards, Avery Fearday, and Trista Moore. So now with 3:32, we're going to get back to it. Out to Mitchell. Mitchell over to Shoemaker. Shoemaker around to Becker. Inside. Morgan Scott with a shot. She's in there. She has 6. Kylie Phillips across. 3:13 left. 38-19. Abby Hatton into the corner. And back out it comes. Over to Hackman. Hackman around. Hatton gets it over to Kylie. Kylie gets it out to Audrey. Raymert gets it over to Hackman. And back over to Raymert. Kylie in the right wing. Gets it across. Hatton, thank God she can jump. Phillips with a shot. Off the left side of the rim. And that one is going to be a jump ball. And it's going to go the way of Cumberland. 2:42 left. Oh, they're going to say the ball belongs to Neoga on the jump. Hatton will throw it in. That one to Kylie. Over to Audrey. Audrey with a drive. Gives it to Campbell. Campbell off the left side of the rim. And the battle goes, and the ball comes outside and goes into the hands of Abby Becker. Morgan's got to bring it down. Gets it across the timeline. Mitchell. Over to Becker. Becker going to take that three, and it rolls off the left side. Kylie Phillips with the basketball. 38-19. Kylie with the drive. And that thing just would not go. And Campbell down to the ground with two other players. And look out, Morgan Scott steps out of bounds. Morgan Scott came out of there, and I thought, man, she's going to go down the sidelines. And then two players and the referee got in the way. Phillips over to Hackman. 2 minutes left in the game. And now Audrey with the basketball. Audrey over to Allie Warman. Warman back to Raymer. Around to Hackman. And out top. And back up top we go. Raymer with a drive. Gets it over to Hackman. Hackman going to take that shot. And it's there for Sydney Hackman. 40-19 Neoga with 1:32 left. Into the corner. Back out. Shoemaker with a shot. That one off the front of the rim. And Becker out to Scott. Scott will take the shot, and she hits it. It's a two. She has 8. 40-21. 1:11 left. Kylie Phillips. Over to Audrey Raymert. Over to Kylie and around. Kylie going to drive. Gets that shot up, but it's short. And Zoe Mitchell comes down with another one. And then loses the handle, gets it. And then Cumberland ends up with it anyway. Over Morgan Scott going to take that three, and it's there. Morgan Scott with 11. Wasn't looking too good after one, but Morgan Scott got hot, and now it has 11 points. Somebody got a hand on it, so Kylie goes back. Almost runs in the referee to get back across. Timeout. And this timeout just to get substitutions in the game. Kylie Phillips going to come out. Audrey Raymert going to come out. Let's give it up to these two seniors. Playing in their final game. With 26.8 left. Allie Warman from 3, and it's wide to the left. Zoe Mitchell with the basketball. Shoemaker out. And that one, Becker off the rim, and Morgan Scott will get another 2. She has 13. 9 points for Morgan Scott in the fourth quarter. And we have a final. It is 40-26. Neoga. All right, we've played a hard one. All right. They're going to take a moment here at the end of this game as both teams are going to gather at center court to pray for fellow former grad 2011 class Dalton McFarland. He teaches at Casey, and he's also a coach in 2 different places. He is and so Seth James directing traffic here. All right. That was Kylie Phillips leading the prayer for Coach Dalton McFarland, graduate of 2011 class of Neoga High School. And as I said, he teaches at KC High School, and he's coaching 2 different positions at this point. And, you know, this, if you're looking at the pictures of center court, just showing the spirit of what this rivalry is. It's a friendly rivalry. And I tell you what, both teams gave their heart today. Let me give you the final numbers before we say goodbye. For Cumberland, Stormy Robinson had 3, Morgan Scott had 13, Abby Becker had 2, and Zoe Mitchell had 8. For Neoga, Allie Warman had 2, Kylie Phillips had 10, Sydney Heckman had 2, Sydney Richards had 8, Trista Moore had 4, Audrey Raymond had a dozen, and Haley Campbell had 2, and that's our 40. I will say this, it's been a fun one, ladies and gentlemen, a great season. The Lady Indians finish up 16-3. And I'll tell you what, in a pandemic, we never thought we'd see it happen. But we finally did something really cool with this idea of doing these games on YouTube. And I'll tell you what, it has been my pleasure to bring them to you. With all the hard work of Jordan Baird, Mike Taylor, Kevin Harmon, and all the coaches and coaching staff. And a lot of students had a hand in it, so it has been very good. And I tell you what, it's been my pleasure to bring it to you. My name's Frank Jenkins, and I thank you. Let's hope we have next season together. Goodbye, everybody.